What if one everyday ingredient was silently aging your brain, damaging your heart, and weakening your muscles, without you even realizing it? If you're over 50, this might be happening right now. Today we're uncovering the shocking truth about sugar, the way it speeds up aging, and the latest science on how seniors can protect their minds and bodies, starting today. Sugar is everywhere, from your morning cereal to your favorite snacks. But if you're a senior over 50, it's not just an energy spike you need to worry about. It's your brain, heart, liver, and muscles that are quietly paying the price. New research is sounding the alarm. Excess sugar consumption accelerates aging at the cellular level, increasing your risk for cognitive decline, chronic disease, and even muscle loss. It doesn't matter if you're thin or active. Sugar affects everyone differently as they age, and seniors are especially vulnerable due to natural metabolic changes. In this video, we'll break down exactly how sugar impacts senior health, including how sugar causes inflammation in the brain and raises your risk for Alzheimer's and dementia, the way it weakens your muscles through insulin resistance and chronic inflammation, how it overloads your liver and kidneys, contributing to serious long-term damage, and the often overlooked connection between sugar, fatty liver disease, and sarcopenia, a major cause of loss of independence in older adults. We're also going to share senior-safe sugar alternatives, natural ways to curb cravings, and simple dietary changes that can reverse the damage and support healthy aging. If you're ready to feel clearer, stronger, and more in control of your health, stay with us. This information could change how you age, starting with your next bite. The hidden dangers of sugar on aging, what every senior needs to know. Sugar isn't just a sweet treat. It's a powerful force that, when consumed in excess, can accelerate aging, damage organs, and drastically impact the quality of life for seniors. For adults over 50, understanding sugar's biological impact is not optional. It's essential for healthy aging. 1. How sugar ages the body from the inside out. Let's start with what happens at the cellular level. When you consume sugar, especially refined sugars like table sugar, corn syrup, and processed carbs, your body undergoes a process called glycation. This occurs when sugar molecules bind to proteins and fats in your bloodstream, forming harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These AGEs do three very damaging things. They break down collagen and elastin, leading to wrinkles, sagging skin, and loss of skin elasticity. They increase oxidative stress, which accelerates cell damage and aging. They trigger inflammation, a key driver of nearly every chronic disease that affects older adults. That's why high sugar intake is now directly linked to premature skin aging, organ dysfunction, and accelerated cellular aging in seniors. 2. The link between sugar and senior health conditions. Excess sugar doesn't just impact your appearance, it quietly contributes to the leading causes of illness and death in people over 60. Here's how sugar affects the systems that matter most in aging adults. Cardiovascular system. Diets high in added sugar increase the risk of high blood pressure, artery damage, heart disease, and stroke, conditions that already disproportionately affect seniors. Metabolism and insulin resistance. Sugar spikes insulin levels, which over time can cause type 2 diabetes, worsen abdominal fat storage, and lead to obesity-related complications. Kidney and liver health. Excess sugar, especially from fructose and sugary drinks, can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, and strain the kidneys, both of which are more vulnerable in older adults. Immune system. Studies show that high blood sugar levels suppress immune function, making seniors more susceptible to infections and slower to recover from illness. According to the American Heart Association, nearly 70% of seniors have at least one chronic health condition, and many of these are worsened or triggered by excess sugar consumption. 3. Sugar and cognitive decline. A direct connection. Newer studies are revealing a disturbing link between sugar and brain aging. A high-sugar diet contributes to insulin resistance in the brain, disrupting memory function, inflammation in brain tissues, which is a known risk factor for Alzheimer's disease, reduction in hippocampal activity, the area of the brain that handles learning and memory. A 2021 study published in Alzheimer's and Dementia found that seniors with high dietary sugar intake had a significantly higher risk of mild cognitive impairment and dementia. This makes sugar reduction a crucial brain health strategy for anyone over 50. 4. The invisible sugar problem in senior diets. Many seniors don't realize just how much sugar they're consuming because it's hidden in everyday foods like flavored yogurts, granola and energy bars, salad dressings and sauces, healthy cereals and bread, low-fat or diet foods, which often replace fat with added sugar. Even small amounts add up, especially when metabolism slows with age. For seniors, reading labels and understanding ingredient lists becomes a powerful tool for prevention. 5. The takeaway. Sugar is a senior health risk you can control. Here's the empowering part. You have the ability to slow aging, improve your energy, protect your brain, and reduce disease risk just by adjusting your sugar intake. Reducing added sugars and switching to natural senior-safe alternatives like monk fruit, stevia, or small amounts of raw honey or fruit can make a noticeable difference. So can increasing fiber, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory foods to stabilize blood sugar and reduce cravings. Small, consistent changes yield powerful, long-term results. Cognitive brain health and sugar, protecting your mind as you age. The link between sugar consumption and cognitive decline in older adults is now well established, and the science is more urgent than ever. For seniors over 50, managing sugar intake is no longer just about weight. It's about preserving memory, focus, and independence. 1. How sugar affects the aging brain. When we eat excessive sugar, particularly refined sugars and high fructose sweeteners, it triggers a wave of changes in the brain that accelerate aging. These include neuroinflammation. Sugar promotes inflammation in brain tissues, which disrupts neuron communication and increases the risk of memory loss. Oxidative stress. Excess sugar leads to the production of free radicals, unstable molecules that damage brain cells over time. Insulin resistance in the brain. The same insulin dysfunction that causes type 2 diabetes can impair cognitive function, sometimes referred to as type 3 diabetes when linked to Alzheimer's disease. Reduced blood flow to the brain. High sugar intake stiffens blood vessels and reduces oxygen delivery to brain tissues, impacting mental clarity and decision-making. For seniors, these effects are magnified. As we age, brain volume naturally shrinks, and our cells become more vulnerable to inflammation and nutrient deficiencies. Adding excess sugar only speeds up this process. 2. What the research tells us. A 2022 study in Alzheimer's and dementia found that seniors with diets high in added sugars were significantly more likely to develop mild cognitive impairment and early-stage dementia within 5 years. Another study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience showed that reducing sugar intake improved working memory and reduced brain fog in adults over 60, even without major weight loss. The takeaway? Lowering sugar intake supports brain health at any age, and the benefits can start quickly. 3. Smart nutrition for brain health in seniors. To protect and support cognitive function as you age, your diet should focus on foods that fight inflammation, nourish brain cells, and stabilize blood sugar. Include more. Omega-3 rich fats. Salmon, sardines, walnuts, and flaxseed help reduce brain inflammation. Dark leafy greens, kale, arugula, and romaine contain folate and antioxidants linked to slower cognitive decline. Colorful berries. Blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries are rich in flavonoids that improve memory and learning. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound shown to support neuron growth and reduce Alzheimer's risk. But what about when you want something sweet? 4. Smarter sweet cravings, brain-healthy alternatives to sugar. Instead of reaching for refined sugar or high-carb snacks, try these senior-friendly, brain-boosting options that satisfy without harm. Dark chocolate, 85% or higher, unsweetened or naturally sweetened. Rich in flavonoids and magnesium, dark chocolate improves blood flow to the brain and enhances memory. Coconut yogurt with cinnamon and walnuts. Coconut yogurt is low in sugar and high in healthy fats. Add brain-boosting cinnamon for blood sugar balance and walnuts for a dose of omega-3s. Frozen berry and avocado blended, nice cream. Blend 1/2 avocado, a handful of frozen blueberries, and a splash of coconut milk. It's creamy, sweet, and full of nutrients that support neuroplasticity and memory. Chia pudding with fresh berries, loaded with omega-3s, fiber, and antioxidants. This is a satisfying alternative to sugary desserts, without the insulin spike. Roasted sweet potato slices with a drizzle of tahini. Sweet potatoes are naturally sweet and packed with beta-carotene, which supports cognitive function. Add tahini for healthy fats and brain-friendly minerals like magnesium and zinc. Final thought, feed your brain the right way. As a senior, Your diet is one of your most powerful tools for maintaining mental sharpness and preventing age-related memory loss. By replacing sugar with nutrient-dense, brain-friendly alternatives, you can enjoy sweet flavors while supporting your cognitive longevity, focus, and mood. Coming up next, we'll explore the impact of sugar on your liver, kidneys, and cardiovascular system, 3 critical areas that become more vulnerable with age. How sugar harms the liver, heart, and kidneys in seniors, the organ damage you can't see. Most people think of sugar as something that affects blood sugar or weight, but in reality, excess sugar quietly damages your internal organs, especially as you age. For seniors over 50, this damage can accumulate faster and have more severe consequences. That's why understanding how sugar impacts your liver, heart, and kidneys is essential for long-term health and independence. 1. The liver, silent victim of a sweet diet. Your liver is your body's detox hub. It processes everything you eat and filters out toxins. But when it's constantly bombarded with excess sugar, particularly fructose, the kind found in sodas, sweets, and many processed foods, it becomes overwhelmed. Fructose is metabolized only in the liver, unlike glucose, which is used by all cells. When you consume too much fructose, the liver turns the excess into fat, leading to a dangerous condition known as non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. NAFLD is now one of the most common liver diseases in seniors, and it's directly linked to high sugar diets, especially those rich in sweetened beverages and processed snacks. What happens if it progresses? Liver inflammation, scarring, fibrosis. Eventually, liver failure, and many people have no symptoms until serious damage is already done. 2. Heart disease, sugar's role in a senior health crisis. It's not just salt or cholesterol you need to watch. Sugar is a major driver of heart disease, especially in people over 60. Here's how excess sugar hurts your heart. Raises triglycerides, leading to plaque buildup in arteries, increases blood pressure and arterial stiffness, triggers systemic inflammation, weakening blood vessels, promotes visceral fat, the dangerous kind that surrounds organs. According to the American Heart Association, seniors with high sugar intake are at significantly greater risk for coronary artery disease, stroke, heart failure, and even sudden cardiac events. For adults already managing hypertension or diabetes, excess sugar adds fuel to the fire. 3. Kidney function and sugar, a hidden strain. Your kidneys filter waste, balance fluids, and regulate blood pressure. But when blood sugar levels remain elevated, it places constant pressure on kidney function. Over time, high sugar damages tiny filtering units in the kidneys, nephrons, increases risk of chronic kidney disease, CKD, can lead to protein leakage in urine, an early marker of kidney damage. Seniors are already more prone to kidney stress due to natural age-related decline in filtration, medication use, and dehydration. Add in a sugar-heavy diet, and you're creating the perfect storm for renal fatigue and failure. 4. Why seniors are more vulnerable to sugar-induced organ damage. After age 50, your body becomes less efficient at processing glucose, more insulin-resistant, more susceptible to inflammation and oxidative stress. This means that even modest sugar intake can cause disproportionate harm to vital organs. And because symptoms often go unnoticed until the damage is advanced, prevention is far more powerful than treatment. 5. Simple daily choices that protect your organs. Thankfully, reducing sugar intake and choosing the right foods can dramatically support liver, heart, and kidney health, no matter your age. Smart steps include replacing sugary beverages with water, herbal teas, or infused water, lemon, cucumber, mint. Choosing unsweetened plant-based yogurts or kefir for gut and liver support. Using stevia, monk fruit, or allulose in place of added sugars, including high antioxidant foods like turmeric, leafy greens, berries, and omega-3s. Limiting fructose-heavy fruits like grapes and mangoes in favor of lower sugar options like kiwi, blueberries, and apples. Final thought, protecting your inner organs starts with the plate. If you're over 50, the most powerful way to support your internal health, energy levels, and aging process is by controlling what you eat, especially sugar. You can't see your liver or kidneys every day, but they feel every bite you take. In the next chapter, we'll break down the different types of sugar, good, bad, and hidden, and reveal which sugar alternatives are truly safe for seniors. You'll learn how to read labels, avoid traps, and make sweet choices that support, not sabotage, your health. The truth about sugar types, the good, the bad, and the downright dangerous for seniors. Not all sugars are created equal, and for seniors, understanding the difference between natural, refined, and artificial sugars can be life-changing. Making the wrong choice doesn't just affect your weight, it impacts your brain, liver, kidneys, heart, and even your risk for dementia, diabetes, and cancer. Let's break it down. 1. The bad, refined and added sugars, the most dangerous kind. Refined sugars, including white sugar, brown sugar, corn syrup, cane sugar, and high fructose corn syrup, HFCS, are found in soft drinks, baked goods, flavored yogurts, granola bars, low-fat or diet products, salad dressings, and sauces. These sugars are stripped of nutrients and spike your blood sugar rapidly, leading to insulin resistance, increased inflammation, accelerated aging of organs and skin, higher risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and fatty liver disease. Refined sugar is not just empty calories, it's biologically stressful for aging bodies. Hidden danger. Many foods marketed to seniors as heart-healthy or light contain added sugars disguised as natural, e.g., dextrose, maltose, evaporated cane juice. 2. The good, but use with caution. Natural sugars in whole foods. Natural sugars are found in fruits, vegetables, dairy, lactose, legumes. The key difference? These sugars come packaged with fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. They digest slower and support healthy metabolism and brain function. Best choices for seniors. Berries, low in sugar, high in antioxidants. Apples and pears, fiber-rich, easy to digest. Carrots and sweet potatoes, natural sweetness with anti-inflammatory benefits. However, natural sugar is still sugar. Overeating even healthy fruits can raise blood sugar, especially in those with insulin resistance or prediabetes. Portion control matters. 3. The unknowns, artificial sweeteners and their hidden risks. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, Splenda, saccharin, and acesulfame potassium may be labeled sugar-free or diabetic-friendly, but they come with growing concerns, especially for older adults. Studies have linked long-term use of these sweeteners to increased cravings and appetite, gut microbiome disruption, glucose intolerance, higher risk of stroke, Alzheimer's, and metabolic disease. For seniors managing blood sugar or memory issues, artificial sweeteners may do more harm than good. If it comes from a lab, it's best to skip it. 4. The better options, senior-safe natural sugar substitutes. Thankfully, there are safe, natural, low-impact sugar alternatives that support sweet cravings without spiking blood sugar or damaging organs. Here are top picks for seniors. Stevia, derived from the stevia plant, 0 calories, no impact on insulin or blood sugar. Best used in teas, smoothies, or baked goods. Look for pure stevia extract without fillers. Monk fruit extract. Comes from a Southeast Asian fruit, naturally sweet with 0 calories. No effect on glucose or insulin levels. Safe for those with diabetes or metabolic syndrome. Allulose, a rare sugar found naturally in figs and raisins. Tastes like sugar, but has only a fraction of the calories. Doesn't raise blood sugar or insulin. May even support fat loss and liver health, according to early research. Erythritol, in moderation, a sugar alcohol with very low calories and glycemic impact. Naturally found in some fruits. Gentle on blood sugar, but can cause digestive discomfort in high amounts. Best consumed in small portions. 5. Sweet takeaway. Choose wisely. Stay empowered. For seniors over 50, cutting down on refined and artificial sugars is one of the most powerful things you can do to protect your brain, organs, and mobility. That doesn't mean you have to give up sweetness. It means being strategic. Stick to whole foods with natural sweetness, thoughtfully chosen natural sweeteners, homemade treats where you control the ingredients. Skip sugar-free products filled with artificial chemicals, processed snack foods pretending to be healthy, foods that list sugar in the first 3 ingredients. Coming up next, we'll explore how sugar contributes to muscle loss, joint pain, and mobility decline in seniors, and what foods help protect and rebuild strength as you age. Sugar, muscle loss, and joint pain, the silent attack on strength and mobility in seniors. As we age, staying active and strong becomes more than a goal. It's a necessity for maintaining independence. But what many seniors don't realize is that excess sugar doesn't just harm the brain, heart, or liver. It also erodes muscle tissue, triggers chronic joint pain, and accelerates physical decline. If you're over 50, managing your sugar intake is one of the most effective ways to preserve muscle, reduce inflammation, and keep moving with confidence. 1. Sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, worsened by sugar. Sarcopenia is the progressive loss of muscle mass and strength that naturally occurs with age. It starts as early as your 40s and accelerates after 60. But sugar makes it worse. Here's how. Sugar increases insulin resistance, which interferes with your body's ability to build and repair muscle. High sugar levels cause systemic inflammation, which breaks down muscle fibers over time. Sugar triggers the release of cortisol, a stress hormone that promotes muscle wasting and fat storage, especially in the belly. This leads to decreased strength and balance, increased risk of falls and fractures, slower recovery after exercise or injury. The more refined sugar you consume, the harder it is for your body to retain lean muscle mass, even if you're exercising regularly. 2. Joint pain and sugar, inflammation from the inside out. Many seniors suffer from arthritis, joint stiffness, and chronic pain, and sugar may be a hidden trigger. Why? Sugar stimulates the release of pro-inflammatory cytokines, chemical messengers that worsen swelling and pain in joints. It raises uric acid levels, contributing to conditions like gout and rheumatoid arthritis. It increases oxidative stress, which damages joint cartilage. You may notice that after eating a sugary treat, your joints feel tighter or more swollen the next day. That's not your imagination. It's an inflammatory response. 3. Mobility decline, sugar's long-term impact on daily function. When muscle strength drops and joint pain increases, seniors often move less, avoid physical activity, lose bone density and coordination. This spirals into mobility loss, frailty, and dependence. According to the National Institute on Aging, mobility issues are one of the top reasons seniors lose their independence. The good news? You can fight back with food. 4. What to eat to rebuild strength, reduce pain, and support healthy aging. Cutting sugar is the first step, but the second is fueling your body with the right nutrients to preserve and protect muscle and joint health. Here are the top senior-friendly, anti-inflammatory, muscle-supporting foods. Eggs high in complete protein and choline to support muscle repair and brain health. Great as a daily breakfast or quick snack. Oily fish, like salmon, sardines, mackerel. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids that reduce joint inflammation and support muscle preservation. Bone broth and collagen-rich foods. Support joint cartilage and connective tissue health. Also help with skin, digestion, and healing. Avocados and olive oil, anti-inflammatory fats that support hormone balance and recovery. Pumpkin seeds, chia, and flax seeds provide magnesium, zinc, and plant-based omega-3s to support muscle function and reduce spasms. Turmeric and ginger, natural anti-inflammatories, proven to reduce arthritis pain and improve mobility. Unsweetened dark chocolate, 70% or higher. Packed with magnesium and antioxidants, this satisfies sweet cravings without spiking blood sugar or increasing inflammation, a smart treat for active seniors. 5. Daily movement plus low-sugar nutrition is lasting strength. Combining a low-sugar, nutrient-dense diet with even light daily exercise can reverse early-stage muscle loss, alleviate joint discomfort, boost energy and endurance. Even simple resistance exercises like bodyweight squats, leg lifts, or walking with light hand weights can trigger muscle rebuilding, especially when paired with the right fuel. Final thought: strong aging starts with smart choices. You don't need to give up sweets. You just need to swap harmful sugar for healing foods that build you up, not break you down. In our next section, we'll show you how to fight sugar cravings the smart way, with hydration hacks, satisfying snacks, and tasty replacements that help you break the sugar cycle for good. How to cut sugar cravings after 50, what to eat instead, and why it works. One of the biggest challenges seniors face when trying to reduce sugar is the craving cycle, that urge for just a little something sweet. And it's not about willpower. Sugar cravings are biochemical, emotional, and deeply tied to our habits, hormones, and stress levels. But the good news is, you can break the cycle without giving up satisfaction. In this section, you'll learn how to reduce sugar cravings naturally and what to eat instead, so you feel better, stay strong, and still enjoy what's on your plate. And understand the root. Why do seniors crave sugar? Sugar cravings aren't just about willpower. They're often the result of underlying imbalances in the body, especially as we age. Here's what's driving them. Blood sugar instability. Skipping meals or eating high-carb, low-protein foods causes blood sugar to spike and crash. After the crash, your body craves quick energy, usually in the form of sugar. This cycle is more intense in seniors due to reduced insulin sensitivity and slower metabolism. Dehydration. Many seniors don't drink enough water throughout the day. Dehydration can trigger false hunger signals, especially for sugary or salty snacks. Stress and emotional eating. Sugar activates the brain's reward system by releasing dopamine, a feel-good neurotransmitter. When seniors feel lonely, bored, or anxious, sugar can become a coping mechanism. Habit and taste conditioning. If you've had a sweet treat after dinner for 30 years, your body now expects it. Breaking the cycle means replacing, not just removing, that ritual. 2. Hydration first. The anti-craving secret weapon. Drink a glass of water when a craving hits. This alone can cut the craving in half. For added benefit, try warm water with lemon in the morning to cleanse the liver. Sip on unsweetened herbal teas like cinnamon, peppermint, or hibiscus throughout the day. They help balance blood sugar and reduce appetite. Add chia seeds to water for hydration, plus fiber, plus fullness. 3. Smart snacking. Satisfy cravings without sugar. Here are senior-safe, low-sugar snacks that provide satisfaction and nourishment. Fresh berries with Greek yogurt, low in sugar but high in flavor. The probiotics support gut health, which helps regulate sugar cravings. Apple slices with nut butter provides sweetness, fiber, and healthy fats that stabilize blood sugar and boost satiety. Hard-boiled eggs, plus sea salt rich in protein and fat to curb hunger and reduce energy dips that often trigger cravings. Raw dark chocolate, 85% plus, or cacao nibs. A few squares of high cocoa, low-sugar chocolate can satisfy sweet cravings while delivering antioxidants, magnesium, and mood support. Coconut chia pudding. Make a batch using unsweetened coconut milk, chia seeds, and a few drops of stevia or monk fruit, rich in fiber, creamy, and blood sugar friendly. Frozen banana chunks with cinnamon and almond butter. If you miss ice cream, this combo hits the spot. The natural sweetness of banana satisfies, and the cinnamon helps blunt insulin spikes. 4. Add more protein and healthy fats to your meals. The more balanced your meals, the fewer cravings you'll experience between them. Seniors often undereat protein, leading to poor blood sugar control and muscle loss. Try to include at least 20-30 grams of protein per meal, e.g. eggs, Greek yogurt, fish, poultry, or legumes. Healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, nuts, and seeds to keep you full longer. 5. Use natural sweeteners with caution. Instead of cutting sweetness out entirely, transition to natural sugar alternatives that don't spike blood sugar. Stevia, 0 calories, plant-based. Monk fruit extract, sweet and safe for seniors. Allulose, tastes like sugar, low glycemic impact. Avoid artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose, which can trigger inflammation, disrupt gut health, and increase sugar cravings in the long run. 6. Create new habits that replace the sugar ritual. Cravings often strike during habitual moments, after meals, when watching TV, or late at night. Instead of resisting, replace the habit. Replace dessert with herbal tea plus dark chocolate. Swap late-night snacking for a walk or stretching session. After dinner, try journaling, a puzzle, or a calming podcast. Stimulate your brain, not your sweet tooth. Final thought. You don't have to quit sweet. You just have to get smarter about it. Cutting sugar cravings doesn't mean cutting out joy. With the right nutrition, hydration, and daily strategies, seniors can retrain their taste buds, stabilize blood sugar, and enjoy life with more energy, fewer crashes, and stronger health. Conclusion: take back control, one choice at a time. By now you've seen just how deeply sugar affects the aging body, from your brain and joints to your liver, heart, and muscles. But more importantly, you've also seen that you are not powerless. Every bite is a chance to preserve your memory, reduce inflammation, strengthen your muscles, and age with more clarity, energy, and freedom. This is how you build a stronger body at 50, 60, 70, and beyond. Not by restriction, but by replacing what hurts with what heals. If this video gave you new insight or motivation, hit like to help us reach more people just like you. Subscribe for weekly tips on senior health, anti-aging nutrition, and brain-boosting foods. And if you know someone over 50 who's struggling with sugar, share this video. It might change the way they age. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.